Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming to you from a slightly different sort of perspective. Today we've got messy hair, we've got no makeup on, but something very important arrived on my doorstep today and I think it's time for a reading vlog. You will already know from the title of this video that this is my Queen of Nothing reading vlog. So a little bit of background information if you don't know. The Queen of Nothing is, I think, the final book in the Cruel Prince trilogy by Holly Black. And this has been, whoa, what a trilogy this has been. So the last book, The Wicked King, ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. Just like slightly, just like a teeny tiny little angry cliffhanger. And I need to know what happens. So the book arrived today. It is the 16th of November, so actually the book arrived a couple of days early. I know it's not out until Tuesday, but my Waterstones copy was sent early. Woo woo woo. So I am going to be reading it. Luckily I've got tonight, it's about 5:30 now. Oh no, it's 5 o'clock. It's just about 5 o'clock now on Saturday night, and I have all of tonight free to read and all of tomorrow free to read, which is amazing because after this weekend I'm super busy and reading might not take priority, so we've got all the time in the world, in theory, to read this beauty. Anyway, so here they are. It came today. This is the cover. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited. It's not very long either. Like, it's shorter than The Wicked King. The reason I've got The Wicked King out is that I'm going to read the last chapter of The Wicked King before I start reading The Queen of Nothing, I think. Also, I had another cool delivery today. This is the dragon from the John Lewis advert. And I saw the advert on Thursday and I instantly bought him. He was a ridiculous purchase. However, I friggin' love dragons. If you can't already see, I've got ooh. My bed sheets have dragons on them. And I just really love dragons, so it's all good here. So I am going to read the last chapter of The Wicked King just to remind me what kind of happened, and then I will delve into The Queen of Nothing. Wish me luck. Good morning. I just woke up. Hi. So last night I read about 100 pages of Queen of Nothing, and gosh, this is a fast-paced book. Like, I started it and was like, okay, it's gonna take a while to get back into the story. Oh hell no. Oh no. You are thrust back into the story. You are thrust back into some real action with Jude's situation, what is going on, and then the plot just, wow. Whoa, the plot has gone in a direction that I was not expecting. Like, it is pretty intense. It's good. The High Court politics are there and we are on the edge of our seats. It's intense. It's real intense. I don't really know how to respond, I guess. Like, it's good. I read that first 100 pages really quickly, and if it hadn't have been that I was so tired, I probably wouldn't have put them down, to be honest. But today I'm gonna drink a lot of coffee and do some more reading. Okay, cool. Maybe I won't look like this when you next see me, or maybe I will. Who knows? It's a lazy Sunday where we dedicate our days to reading a book. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's Aragog. It's huge. Hello. I'm filming. friends. So I am at the halfway point of Queen of Nothing. Ooh, it's got my fingerprints all over it. And whoa, whoa, what a wild ride. So far, like, the major cliffhanger that was at the end of Wicked King has not been resolved, but it's intense. Yeah, like, I feel like the politics and the stakes in this have risen so much. There has been twists and turns, betrayals, the plot and the whole story itself is so fast moving. Like, I can't believe that I have been reading this for less than 24 hours and I'm already halfway through the book. It's only a 300-page book, so it's pretty short for a fantasy book. However, I feel like it's going to pack a punch. I still, because of twisting, turning nature of the plot, I still have no idea how this is going to end, to be honest. I have a feeling this is the last book in the series and I'm not really sure how it's all going to be resolved. Yeah, it's intense and I thought I was going to struggle falling back into kind of like the magical world and the setting, but actually no. I'm absolutely fine. It's really nice to see like some of my favourite characters again, like the Bomb, Roach, and not many others. The characters in this book are like love-hate. Like, I can't describe them. Like, there's not many of them that I really like, because the story twists and turns that much that you don't really know who you can trust, and the person that you might perceive and the person that you root for is actually the character that is doing the dirty. So it's good. I'm halfway through. I've just had some coffee. I'm gonna have some pasta soon, and you will probably see from the clip before that we found a huge dead spider by the Hoover. Yeah, we've had it this year that loads and loads of spiders seem to have taken up ship in our house for the warmth of the winter. Yeah, I'm sorry I look so rubbish, by the way, but this is how we read when we have our days off. I'm gonna shower later maybe, but until now we're gonna keep on reading. Hello friends. I'm at about page 220 and I'm not ready for this book to end. So basically I have been reading and oh my god, plot twist after plot twist. This book definitely spends no more time developing the world. It is plot heavy. Like, everything happens so fast, and sometimes I have to like reread a paragraph and I'm like, whoa, did that just happen? I think the amazing thing about this book is how captivating Holly Black's writing is. Like, I start reading and I'm sucked straight into the story, and the way that she kind of doesn't finish up every chapter kind of makes me want to read more, and it makes me want to keep reading, and it makes for a really addictive experience. And there's one scene with Jude and Caden and it is everything I have ever wanted. Oh my gosh, everything I've ever wanted. And then, well, what happens next? It's like the biggest plot twist, and I kind of thought that everything was resolved and I was super happy, and then Holly Black just kind of throws it out and messes everything up again, and there's 75 pages left and I really don't know how this story is going to wrap up, guys. Like, I don't know if it's going to have a happy ending. Like, obviously editing me will know, but it's intense. It's crazy. This book is a wild ride. Like, oh my gosh, there's a couple of, well, there's one new character who has really kind of taken a key role in the story, and I'm really liking this new character. Even though at the beginning of the story she's kind of presented as a villain, which I thought was pretty intense, and I thought, huh, it's just another monster, but oh my gosh. Like, normally with any book, even if I'm enjoying it, I can pick up and read maybe 20-25 pages, and then I get sort of bored and then put it down, pick it up again. But this one, like, I can consume in like one go. It's intense, so I'm not sure how it's gonna end. That's making me really anxious. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. I just ran up some stairs. Anyway, I am 30 pages roughly from the end, and well, you can see how much I've got left to go, and everything is still such a mess, and I'm still not sure how it's going to end. Okay, so I am gonna read the last 30 pages now, just before I have a shower, and then cry about it in the shower. Wish me luck. So I'm done. I have feelings. Yeah. I have feelings. Most of them are good. But I'm done. This series is done. And I feel weird about it. However, the ending was sort of satisfying. Some of it was a letdown. Maybe I can explain more cohesively a little later. Yeah, but I'm done. I've finished. And to have a rating, and I have lots of thoughts. Hey! Hello friends. Sorry, let's just move on. So, wrap up of the book, which I can't get for you. What are my final thoughts? This book, Queen of Nothing, was addictive. Holly Black's writing style 100% suckered me in from the start. Like, I didn't want to stop reading. The way she concluded chapters, the way she introduced new characters was just so addicting. And well, you can see that I read the book in less than 24 hours, which kind of stands testament to how much I was invested in it. In terms of the general plot and storyline, I thought that the plot really effectively built on from the cliffhanger that was left at the previous book, and I thought that the plot, although new and original, brought new political ideas, and the politicalness of the world was quite intense, and you could feel that intensity rising throughout the whole book. And the book kind of maintained the dark fae tone that was kind of throughout the whole series. In terms of the romance, that I feel really comes into play in this book, and it like teases you throughout the whole series, and I feel like that really comes to the full in this book. And there's one particular scene between Jude and Caden which kind of is really good. I loved all the characters, and it was such like a great reading experience. Like, I really loved it. I guess we should talk about negatives. Firstly, the book is incredibly short. I feel like actually things kind of wrapped up a little bit too quickly, and this book was very plot driven. However, I think the last 100 pages actually maybe could have been 200 pages. I feel like the ending was really rushed. There was like a big build up to this big battle, this big scene, and then I felt like it kind of fell by the wayside, and then things very quickly in a matter of like 10 pages kind of weaved themselves together, and suddenly everything was resolved and everything was fine, which was kind of weird. yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of felt like they might have needed to have been, yeah, something more. I also wanted more Heather and V. I really wanted more Heather and V action. And I feel like the character of Oak, who was so pinnacle to the beginning of the story, actually fell by the wayside. Like, it wasn't Oak's story anymore, it was Jude and Caden, which I kind of would like to have maybe seen Oak grow up and seen what that sort of adventure kind of turned into, but unfortunately we don't get to see that. I guess another kind of criticism of the story would be that you have no world development at all. Absolutely nothing. Like, you get character development but you don't get world development, and I guess that's what you sort of get from the book being so short. I think Holly Black kind of sold herself short with this one. I feel like she actually could have added a ton more in there and the story would have still been as effective. My overall rating is, I guess, 4.5 out of 5 stars. The book, I guess, was everything that I sort of wanted it to be. However, I feel like it was very rushed, and I feel like the ending was very rushed, and I felt like everything tied up a little bit too neatly. I wanted a bit more bloodshed, I wanted a bit more drama. Everything was a little bit too neat, and yeah, I guess that is my overall review. I am now going to step into some more spoilery details. So if you do not want to be spoiled for the book, please disappear now. Here's your chance. Leave. So yeah, I guess the bomb and the roach and the bomb, the roach and the ghost, that little trio, the development, the love, oh my gosh, it was so good. In terms of Jude and Caden at the end, which is kind of what I mainly wanted to discuss, and so I felt like the central twist in the plot when Caden was turned into a snake was overall a pretty good plot twist. However, I feel like, you know, he gets turned into a snake and she's like, okay, so how do I break this curse? And there's like this struggle to break this curse, and then suddenly she chops his head off and they're not going to go to war anymore, and the snake is back to Caden, no blood has been shed, no shit has gone down, and it's all kind of happily ever after. And even when Jude at the very end is sentencing Mad Dog, she, like, I wanted her to kill him. Like, it's like, he's been bad, he's been evil, he needs to go. And she goes, meh, just let him live out his days, you know, just in the mortal world, he can live, it's fine. I felt like that build up to the final battle was so intense, and then it just didn't happen, which I guess is the major frustration as to why I didn't rate it 5 out of 5 stars, was because that build up for nothing kind of reminded me of Breaking Dawn, actually, when they all kind of, they're gonna have this battle, things are gonna go down, blood is gonna be shed, and you get this major intense build up where you're on the edge of your seat, you're there 100% of the way, and then suddenly it doesn't happen and you're left a bit lackluster. You're like, what do I do now? And it all wrapped up really neatly, and the whole Jude and Caden marriage thing, and the way he was like, oh yeah, you were exiled, but you could have come back in whenever you wanted. You were the queen, and that was not how the last book ended. No. The Wicked King did not end on that front. Jude and Caden did not make it clear that Jude could just saunter in whenever she wanted to. Oh no, she was banished. He didn't care that she was High Queen. Oh no, she was banished. Yeah, so there was a couple of like major holes, but overall 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was an amazing end to the series, and I'm so sad that it's over. Oh man, I can't believe it. There's like a hole in my heart. Anyway, if you have read Queen of Nothing, let me know how you got on. Was it good? Did you enjoy it? Was it worth the hype? To me, it was 100% worth the hype, and I'm so glad that I've read it. However, I'm really sad that it's over and I need another series to become obsessed with. So please leave your recommendations down below for series that I should read.